Hi, I'm Tommy Gardner.
And I'm Tim Montgomery, and today we'll be teaching you about angle relationships.
Here are some definitions.
First, we'll teach you about linear pairs. The definition is two supplementary adjacent angles formed by two intersecting lines. As you see in the diagram, angle 1 and angle 2 are a linear pair.
Now we will teach you about vertical angles. The two angles opposite each other when two lines cross. As you can see in the diagram, angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical, and angle 3 and angle 4 are vertical.
Next, we will teach you about adjacent angles. Two angles have a common side and a common vertex that don't overlap. In this diagram, angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent.
Now we are on the complementary angles. Two angles that sum equals 90 degrees. In this diagram, you see we have a right angle. So the sum of angle 1 and angle 2 is 90 degrees.
Now we will teach you about supplementary angles. They are two angles that sum equals 180 degrees. In this diagram, angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary because it's on a straight line, which equals 180 degrees.
So in this problem, we have a right angle. So it's a dead giveaway that we have complementary angles. So we need to subtract 90 degrees and 68 degrees because that's the measure of that angle. And we will get 22 degrees for this angle. So those angles are complementary because they will equal 90 degrees.
So here we have a problem with supplementary angles. And since supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees, you will subtract 112 from 180 in order to find x, and the difference is 68 degrees, so x will equal 68. Here we have two intersecting lines, so that means we have two pairs of vertical angles. Since 103 and x are on opposite sides, x will equal 103 degrees. Since y is the opposite from 77 degrees, y will equal 77 degrees.
We are constructing a bridge, and we're using a bunch of triangles, but we need to find out the measure of all the triangles. The problem is, we only have the measure of one triangle. This is our bridge layout. So you see here, there's two intersecting lines, which mean that these two angles are vertical. So this is 70 degrees, this is 70 degrees, this is 70 degrees, and so on.
Since this is a right angle right here, these two angles will be complementary, so they will add up to 90 degrees. So to find out the measure of this angle, you will subtract 55 from 90, which equals 35 degrees. So this angle right here will be 35. So will this angle, and so on.
Alright, we have one last problem. We need to find this angle. And you see here that it's supplementary. And we already have one angle of the supplementary. So we need to do 2x plus 70 equals 180. Subtract 70 from both sides. 2x equals 110. X equals 55. So you fill in 55 everywhere where the X will be.
Now the other angles that we have to find out are these two. Since these are intersecting lines, this angle will be the same as this one because they're vertical angles. So this will be 55 degrees, and so will this one, and so on.
The last angle we need to find is right here. So obviously we know that the interior angle sum of a triangle is 180 degrees, and you see we have two angles. So we'll add up 90 degrees because they're right angle, plus 35 equals 125. 180 minus 125 equals 55 degrees.
We are now finished. This is the end product of our bridge.
Thank you for watching our video.
We hope you learned something.